Is guacamole a fruit salad?
What is the best milkshake for bringing boys to the yard?
Ostriches are dinosaurs.
Don't piss off old people. New game.
What do you mean it gives you Arby's mouth?
Artisanal muck duck balls.
I think they call that autofellatio.
I want to high five a shark.
Welcome to Bar Banter. Relax, have a drink with us as we debate the most controversial topics in the world today.
On today's podcast, we talk about what's the best snack shake, which company makes the best commercials, and lastly, what are the unwritten rules of the sleepover? But first, Benjamin Trimmer, what are you drinking?
Great question, Travis. I was in a golf mood today.
Golf.
So I'm drinking a little
Transfusion. Hell yeah.
Went with a little Chopin, vodka, ginger ale, and grape juice.
That's the
with lime.
potato one, right?
It is. Been trying to focus more on potato vodkas over corn and wheat. Don't know why my brain feels better about it.
Tito's is potato, I think.
I have no idea. I would
entirely.
I guess I have no idea. Andrew Mullis,
That way.
drink. What are you?
Whoa.
Nothing
I forgot the
fancy. Nothing fancy. I'm going for the tequila and soda just because that's what I had.
Nice.
Getting back from a vacation this week. Travis Jennings, what are you drinking?
It's box night. Pick a number 1 through 5.
Bam, 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 bam. 2.
2.3.
Which is number 4. I know that's weird, but for our longtime listeners, they'll know why. Nice. This is a 15-year Port Dundas distillery. I'm going to go with that. It's on the nose, buttery and sweet with vanilla and brown sugar and a zesty kick of citrus. On the palate, maple syrup on pancakes. I'm going to read all of it and we'll come back to that. Brown maple syrup on pancake, cereal, milk, and gingerbread, and the finish is more ginger, more citrus, and more vanilla. What is it tastes like maple syrup on pancakes. Is that tasting the maple syrup that's been on a pancake, or is that the bite of maple syrup and pancake together?
I think you get a little bit of that bread
That makes sense.
and a little bit of that cake, but mostly maple.
Cake. I'm excited for this. I think there's a lot more ginger that I'm probably gonna like. I like ginger, but I think it's one of those things.
Don't tell your wife.
Less is more kind of thing. Like I just want a ginger note, but butter, vanilla, brown sugar, maple syrup, all things that I love. So here we go. Oh, it smells potent. That's good. It's good. It's balanced. I'm not getting a lot of like the flavors that it mentioned, but it's just a good dram. It's just
Stop it. I can see you thinking of a segue.
I see it.
I can literally see you thinking of how to connect these two things.
Is it making you sleepy?
I don't want it. That's a good one. Hey, Ben, that was awesome. Great segue.
this glass
Segue
is a
into
good snack shape. Glencairn glass is a good snack shape.
I hate
it. Gentlemen, our first topic this evening is what is the best snack shape?
I'll go because I was trying to get super creative and then I just kept going back to the same thing. Which was not overly creative, but that's okay because I still think it's the best. But I kept going back to round oval, and the reason I have several reasons why it's round oval.
Interesting.
So, A, it fills the whole tongue. whether it's an Oreo or a Ritz cracker or an onion ring, it fills the mouth, and you can get bigger and bigger on a round oval and get a bigger snack, smaller snack. But the bigger it gets, you don't have to worry about pointy edges hitting your gums, hitting your cheeks.
Sides of the
So
mouth.
like you have to do, yeah, like squares and triangles, they all have edges. With round, it's all encompassing. Your mouth is probably an open spherical shape within the side of it. So you've already kind of got that round-ish vibe going, and maybe that's why so many cookies and crackers are round shape. So I had to go round. I'm okay with oval, but the circle round is the staple.
I don't love that answer.
That's fine.
I-
You're entitled to your own wrong opinion.
Because when I'm eating a cookie, obviously the first bite has to be
The whole cookie.
from a cookie. Like it's got to be from a sphere for sure. However, after that, I'm going towards a point because I know I can fit it into my mouth better. I'm not trying to like go to the other side of the cookie now that I've taken one bite
You
and
like
eat it from that side.
You like the tip.
I want the tip. I want some sort of point, and I'm gonna settle on triangle. To me, is the best shape because it's got the point.
But see,
Sometimes squares are too wide, and triangles are. And I know we can talk about the shape. We can determine the actual shape. I was thinking of maybe building a shape here too, because ultimately
yeah,
anything
part two.
with ridges has more surface area. It's got more room to grip onto more flavor, which is why the bugle is the premier snack shape. You
Get
can
the
put them
fuck
on your
out of
The
here,
horn?
Travis.
Yeah.
The
The
whole
best
Get the
sh-
actual
it's the
fuck
Which
best.
side?
I'm
out
Which
not
of
saying
my
side
it's
do
the
you
best
start
snake.
with?
podcast.
I'm not
Which
saying it's the
side
best
do you
snack.
start with?
What side do I start with?
Yeah, that's a decision. You're talking about you want to bite into the corners. With round, you take the decision completely out because every
You're right.
side is the same.
But the same thing is with a triangle because you just bite the triangle because it's a
Or the
triangle.
flat
No
side.
one bites a triangle. I would no, that's not. And if you're listening and you take a triangle chip and you bite it from the flat side, I need to talk to you. You need some serious help. That's not okay. One,
I
two,
got these scars.
two.
No, I got
The bugle, while it may not be the best snack, I
the bugle.
uh is it postulate? What's
That
the
is
word? I submit that in terms of shape itself, it has the pointiness I'm looking for. It has the ridges in which to grab. It's got additional surface area, and it's got an opening on the other end. So if you
That's
wanted to
round.
reverse it,
The opening
it
is
is
round.
round, but you're eating the whole thing. You're not eating a corner of it, so it's a different kind of round. If you
God.
wanted to dip it into a salsa, if it was like a tortilla chip in that shape.
But it is a bugle.
No, I
And
said the
you
bugle
do
shape.
not.
I'm saying
That's
bugle
salsa.
shape.
What
We're
other
talking specifically the
Name
what
shape.
one
other
other
snacks
I don't
have the
care.
bugle shape?
one.
This is not about whether or not it exists. It's about whether or not is it the best shape. I'm not talking about the snack itself.
I
The
have
bugle
so
is the
many-
premier shaped.
I'm mad. I'm mad.
It's the premier shaped snack 100%.
Mm.
I'm waiting for Drew because you can't. I'll fight this.
I am more aligned with Ben in the moment.
Cheese
For me,
balls.
premier snack shape is something that can be eaten in one bite. Like if I'm snacking, I want to be able to put the whole thing in my mouth in one bite. But I also want the ability to dip. And I want it to be something that is dippable. So I would put forward anything in the Doritos
Scoop.
or not, sorry, the scoop motif. I can put cheese, I can put salsa, I can put guacamole, I can eat it by itself. There are so many different ways that this shape can be used, and I think that it is the absolute best because I don't have to worry about. I'm thinking like Cool Ranch, the perfect triangle chip, just a little bit too large to
Agreed.
like put into your face and eat it in one go. Not that I wouldn't.
Of course you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But sometimes with those big chips, you take a bite to because you don't want the long part. Your lips don't go that wide. Your mouth doesn't go that wide. So you take a bite and then you kind of like turn it 90 degrees and you eat the rest of it. So it's still one bite, but it's like two.
And that's what I don't want. I want the
Agreed.
scoop version of it where I can crunch down and put it in my mouth in one go with the potential for additional things inside of it, like a salsa or like queso or something like that.
My salsa.
I don't disagree with you. I do think that the more, and this might be a specific to Tostitos scoops.
Frito scoops.
No, Fritos is
Phenomenal.
different. Let me get back to
Frito,
that. I know
honestly, I would
Tostitos,
accept Fritos.
the specifically Tostitos sometimes are a little too wide. Sometimes, not all times, and sometimes I'll bite half of it and then the everything comes out. But that's a rare exception. Like that does happen. But when I put it that versus a Frito scoop is a for sure one bite. And while you were talking about that, I did think Frito scoops are really good. But I do like the
Here,
idea of a bowl, but I'm also thinking like a snack to me. I'm not saying chips and salsa or chips and queso. I'm not saying those aren't snacks, but I'd like to think the snack shape should also be independent of additional
See,
here's here's
that's
my
where I'm at.
problem.
Is like if I eat Fritos, I'm fine just eating Fritos. If
right.
I eat scoops, I'm fine eating scoops by
Are you?
themselves.
Are
Yeah.
you?
I
Are you?
mean,
No, I don't
If I
believe that.
need
you're
just like a little bit of a snack, they're salted well to the point where I'm totally fine just eating them out of the
I
bag.
think scoops without a salsa or dip is
But
the least best shape of Tostitos specifically.
would you eat the triangle ones or the like
Yes.
just cantina style
Yes.
ones?
Over just the scoop, yeah. There's
Get
too
the
many
fuck
ridges,
out of
there's too
here.
many variables. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but if I had the option, I'd go the triangle over the
But
if
you
I'm
were
just doing chip itself, I'm going triangles.
I think to eat those chips, I would have to have some sort of dip or thing that I'm trying. And then I have to spend extra brain power to think what is the best angle approach to like
There's
dip
no
this.
no there's no brain power involved. It's
There's
snacks.
absolutely brain power involved in this.
here's
Go for it, Ben.
Go ahead.
here's my problem
You're wrong.
with your answers, with both of them. You are limiting. We're trying to find the best snack shape. For me, the best snack shape gives me options.
Yes, I agree with
Travis,
that.
you have one option, a
I have
bugle.
two.
Give me another option besides a bugle.
There's a cavity in the bugle in which you can use to dunk it and eat. You can eat it from the
But
other side.
what are you
Still a
dipping that in,
bugle.
Travis, that makes it
Whatever you want.
better?
And I'm not talking again. It's
You
just the
like
shape.
That's great.
you
It's just the
like
shape.
bugles
It's just the
enough.
shape. It's just the shape. I'm not talking about the
Bugles
seasoning.
in bugles in dip, terrible.
You
I'm
can
not.
dip it in mayonnaise for all I care. It's still a
Tostitos.
bugle.
I think you
But
guys.
and
If you
I don't
took, if
know.
you wait, if you took the formula for Tostitos and you somehow were able to get it into a bugle shape, therefore it would taste the same as a regular tortilla chip. That's my point. Is like take the taste of bugles out of this. I'm just talking about the
The actual shape
coningular,
that
the
Sure.
coningular. It's not a word, but it is
Sure.
now. The cone shape. I want that shape, but in a better tasting snack. I'm just talking shape. I want the cone. That's all I want.
Got it. Totally get it.
I still don't
Here's my problem. I'm willing to bet that there's a reason why there's only one bugle shape out there in the shape of a bugle and nothing
Because
else.
they're witches and they need to put them on their fingers and
And-
they have
and
control over the market.
While I love the scoops idea, I love Tostito scoops, I love Frito scoops, they're amazing. But there's not a lot of scoop shaped snacks. So for me, the best shape is where I can be in any mood. I can be in a sweets mood, I can be in a salty mood.
I like that take.
I can be in a soft mood or a hard mood. And I have a snack.
I'm in a
Yes,
hard mood.
I went there. I have a snack that matches my mood in the shape that I want.
Give it to me.
That is where my snack shape makes the most sense. Like it's always available. Doesn't matter what fucking mood I'm in, it's available.
So I was thinking about this as you were talking, as I was talking, as we've been discussing is probably a better way to put it. I do appreciate if I'm thinking of like laying on the couch, just snacking away, a small spherical or at least semi-spherical type thing
Doesn't have to be
might
sphere.
be.
Flat round works too.
It depends on the size because I'm saying small for a reason because I'm thinking like sitting and like grabbing a hand like popcorn.
Cheese balls.
I don't know
Cheese
what the cheese balls, right? Popcorn, I don't know what the shape
Cheese
of popcorn
balls is
is.
good.
I don't know what you would call that, but that's why I said semi.
It's spherical.
But if I'm thinking like big cookie, right? Big
Or a
cookie
donut.
or donut, right? That has
want that.
implications.
That's multiple bites, and to me, that is not a snack.
Right.
That
so
is a choice.
Yeah.
So a snack shape has to be one bite. I think we can all agree on that.
And I think that rules out something like peanuts, where I'm not going to eat one peanut at a time.
You have to have multiple.
You have to have multiple. Like we're talking cashews.
Well, no, hold on.
We're talking.
Would you consider
No, 'cause
is cylinder and round pretty similar? Like a cylinder? Like a
I'd
tater,
want-
like a
I'd want
tater
us-
tot?
I'd
Like a
want us
tater
to
tot.
You're talking like
specify,
the,
but yes.
Tater
the,
tot.
Tater tot is a different shape than a cookie.
tater tot has to be
But it's round on both
Yes.
sides.
Tater tot has to be cooked, so I don't really consider it a snack.
Well,
Interesting.
Snacks to me are ready.
they're all cooked.
Snacks to me
but
are
they're
ready to
cooked
go.
pre-bagged. I mean, the chips are cooked, but they're cooked and then bagged. The tater tots.
Yeah,
are-
technically-
like if I
I eat them out of the freezer, so
a lot of people do.
and I hate that.
I
For
eat pizza
you.
rolls out of the freezer, so it's one of
But I
those.
also hate that. for you.
That I have issues with.
Yeah.
But
It is the prepackaged meant to be just open the bag.
Don't put implications.
Meant
no,
to
no.
be. If there are
purchase
cooking-
it, you can do whatever you want with
If
it.
there are cooking instructions on the
No,
bag,
those are
I
suggestions.
do not accept.
Suggestions.
So-
If there are cooking instructions on the bag, I do not accept your logic.
I have an argument against your peanut. You say you're not going to eat one peanut, right? If you're deshelling a peanut or a hard-boiled peanut, generally you eat one at a time.
Right.
Like if you're at a ballpark or you get hot-boiled peanuts on the side of the road, it's usually
Boiled
at a time.
peanuts are one of my favorite things in the entire world. I would accept them as a snack.
spherical, single.
They're spherical,
But like trail mix is a snack.
Yeah, you got all kinds of fucking
and you need a
shapes in trail
handful of it.
mix.
Okay, you might change my mind a little bit on this.
I'm not even. I'm still.
You could do all spherical trail mix and have a kick-ass trail mix. You could have like almonds,
Yeah.
peanuts, M&Ms, like
M&Ms,
Whoppers, popcorn.
Ooh, stop it. We're getting crazy here.
I'm semi
Skittles.
right now.
I'm full chub.
So I think we need to couch this in terms of not
Like
specifically shape, but this is like the
traditionally used as.
or like mouth feel.
Mm.
Like, and this is where I keep going back to like Tostitos. It's not Tostitos, but they are on the spectrum. Like, I don't think it's a yes, this is, or yes, this isn't, but like on the spectrum of things that can be put in your mouth in one
Ew.
bite.
Ew.
And maybe there's not like a specific prep time for them, but maybe none of us are completely right on it. It is a
I mean, it's a bugle, but
it's the bugle is the least of these because Travis, the last time I had a bugle was maybe when I was like
I'm
12.
not talking about the snack. I'm talking about specifically the cone shape of a bugle with the ridges.
It's not correct.
It's the best snack shape.
It is not correct because there are no snacks besides bugles that have that shape that I can think of. And if you want the cone shape for something, you're better off with scoops for transporting other
Scoop is
things
just half a cone.
into your mouth.
You know what's amazing?
Ice cream comes in cones.
Nobody's brought up sticks yet. How come nobody's talked about sticks?
Sticks is the worst. Cones might be bad to Drew. Sticks are the worst snack
Because
shape.
I would take sticks over cones.
That's just objectively
fucking
not true.
you can
day.
dip a stick and you can not dip a stick. I mean,
You could say that for any shape except for technically rounds, depending on the size of the round.
when we buy tortilla chips, we buy scoops
I would
and
rather
rounds.
have
I
round.
don't buy triangle tortilla chips
I
anymore.
buy
I would-
triangles.
Scoops and rounds.
I buy
Oh, I
triangles.
don't. I hate them
I buy triangles
because I spend more time trying to find the right chip with triangle chips than I do with strips, with rounds, or with scoops.
Triangles
Scoops is the
break
worst
easier.
because as soon as you don't have a scoop anymore, it's just a shovel. And
Triangles
it's like
break easier.
it's
They
just like
break
all my
easier.
stuff.
How are those different? How is a shovel and a scoop different?
Because the scoop has all walls all the way around it. It contains whatever sauce you've got versus
It's
a scoop.
still better than a triangle
A
because with a triangle you're trying to get
No, but at least with a triangle,
Get,
you
like-
know it's going to be a triangle or it's going to be part of a triangle. Versus,
so I don't want. So
but
I
but if
don't
I
want
get
that.
the bag of scoops, 90% of them are not going to be full scoops, and it's like, oh no, I've got to I basically have a triangle. At this
even
point.
at 50%, scoops win.
No. All right, so to recap, after an hour and a half, we
We're almost at 10. We're not going to be bed by 10.
What I think I heard was me.
I don't hear
Cone.
at 5.
I'm gonna say cone, with ridges. I didn't make that clear enough. It's got to have ridges. Ben, I think you said circular / round, and
Sure.
Drew, you said scoop-ish. Is that
Scoops.
scoops?
Yeah.
Scoops and scoops adjacent.
There's no agreeing between the three of us.
Should we?
I
Call
will
Rick?
not. I will not jump camp.
Likewise.
I'm gonna see if Rick will just weigh in. I'm just gonna call him too because I texted, but
Isn't he like studying for a test?
I don't,
And
he can weigh in on one topic.
Where's Danny?
I sent him the invite.
Hold on. Let me find out where he is. He
Hey,
might be out of.
snap decision. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Snap decision. Best snack shape: round, scoop, or cone.
I'm gonna go scoop.
Scoop. Okay, fair enough. Love you.
Fuck
Bye.
yes. Thank you, Rick. I love you.
We'll go scoop. Snap decision. Scoop. I don't hate that answer. I do, but I don't.
Yes. Yes.
I'm fine with it as long as it's not cone.
I will say that Tostitos makes terrible commercials, though.
Oh, I get it. Uh-huh.
Tired of weak snacks? Step up to Angry Toothpick Jerky. Too delicious and just a little dangerous. With flavors like Original, Classic flavor, basically jerky royalty. Teriyaki, smoother than your cousin's mixtape. And try our new chili de árbol. Sweet, spicy, and definitely plotting something. Find us on Etsy and get 10% off with code BANTER at checkout. Angry Toothpick Jerky. Own your hangry.
Gentlemen, our next topic. What company has the best commercials?
I gotta jump off with a strong one because
All right, see you later. Bye. Thanks for jumping on. Who do you
Right.
jump off?
oh. Okay. So the irreplaceable, amazing Jonas Jameson, aka J.K. Simmons, being the We Are Farmers guy. Look,
Bum.
he just brings this draw. I don't know what it is. It's not overly manly. It's not hilarity. It's just maybe I don't know what it is, but there's a draw to where you want to watch the commercial. You want to see what he's talking about. You want to see his example of why farmers is farmers. Yeah, I just I don't know what it is. Runner up would be the most interesting man in the world, Dos Equis.
Dos Equis. That's a good one.
Strong runner up there, and then honorable mention would be the company that can sometimes almost make you cry with their commercial, and that would be Publix.
Huh.
Publix makes wonderful commercials
I
where
forgot about Publix.
you watch somebody at a Thanksgiving feast, and then they talk about a family issue, and then all of a sudden
is good.
people are crying, and then everything happens, and everybody's happy, and then it says Publix brings families together or some shit like that, and you're like, holy shit! I thought this was the prequel to a movie, and it was a Publix commercial. So those are my answers.
I love that. Drew, what you got?
This feels bad
It is.
to say, but
Don't you dare.
Coca-Cola.
Okay. That's not where I thought you were going to go, so it's fine.
If we're talking like, I have some backups because the Taco Bell ads from like the 90s with the dog,
Taco Bell was good.
amazing.
Kira Taco Bell.
Their commercials nowadays not great. Coca-Cola, I feel like as a company, not my favorite. I personally don't drink Coke all that often. It's good. It's just not my favorite. But consistently, they have had some of the most amazing ads, including the polar bears. I'm thinking specifically about the one where like you put a quarter into the Coke machine and it like goes to this magical world behind it, and
I do know
they
what
like
you're talking about.
yeah,
Yes.
they like bring and they like make it and fill it, and like the Coke gets to you.
The polar bear ones were good. Yeah.
They just have had some of the most memorable commercials for me that were like actual advertising that made me want to buy something. And I think that that is a hallmark of just good like customer engagement. I would say that they would be in like my top one, maybe two.
That's fair. No, they have good commercials. When I was thinking of best commercials, memorable definitely popped into my head, and I think that's the route I went. And while they may not be the most enjoyable, because I think best and enjoyable are not necessarily the same thing, I think it's Geico between the lizard, gecko, the caveman, and there was the hump day. Like they came up with so many, and they had the pig for a little bit. They had so many different like memorable different times. What's where I'm looking for? They had different. I don't know if they switched marketing agencies or what happened, but like they were killing it from like from the
Mm.
ability to
They still
remember a
do.
commercial. They do. And that's why like
If
I
I'm
don't
thinking
know
about
if I'm ever
commercials
gonna
that I've seen,
switch to Geico. Like, and maybe that might be best. Is like which one might make me switch to that brand. But like in terms of memorableness,
yeah.
I'm
If
going
I'm thinking
Geico.
about commercials that I've seen in the last month, which I don't watch a lot of, like I have a lot of streaming service. I don't watch a ton of commercials, but
Sure.
I the ones that stick in my mind are the Geico commercial where he's at the airport, and he's checking his bag, and it's a really tiny bag, and he's like bringing out all the stuff. So yeah, I fully get that.
To this day, I still will occasionally listen to. There's one where like the caveman was on an escalator, and there was some song that played, and it was like always something to remind me of another place in time. We can cut that out for monetization purposes, but like I have that song downloaded somewhere, like on a physical drive somewhere. I'm like, that song stuck with me so much for some stupid reason that I won't ever forget. I don't think I have the uh physical, mental, or whatever capacity to switch my insurance to Geico, but if I know I've had Geico like renter's insurance because I was like, I just need renter's insurance. I'm gonna go Geico. They do insurance. So to me, it's Geico. Like if I need insurance, I'm gonna think of them first. But I'm not, I guess I'm not also going to like be hyper loyal to them
Mm.
because of their commercials either. I don't know if
I'll give a
that's part of it, but
I'll give a couple backups from back in the day. The I think we've talked about this on another episode, but the Quiznos.
it's Quiznos! We all did it.
Like everybody just it was so off the wall. And
It's
I think
so
about this
dumb.
for
Haunts my
Skittles
nightmares.
too, because Skittles has
Oh,
said some really fucking
Skittles
weird
was on my list.
commercials.
Yeah,
Um
Like
and then the
picking the
progressive
Acme.
I know
to talk
you love
about
Flow. You love Flow
no
so
the ones with
full chub for Flow. I know that.
the ones with the old guy who's like talking about don't be your parents and like
Is that
Uh,
progressive?
I think that's progressive. Is it or Allstate
I
maybe?
it might Allstate sounds right. I wouldn't be shocked if it's progressive. I legitimately don't know.
I think it's
I
progressive.
I think it's
I'm like
progressive
99% sure it's progressive.
because no, Flow is Allstate.
Flow is progressive.
No, I think they're
Flow is
both
100%
progressive.
progressive.
Yeah.
Are they both? Yeah. Um, I mean, I love Flow, but the guy who's like don't don't be your parents and
Yeah.
has like all of
The
every
guy
time
is
It is
he's
progressive.
he's
I didn't
post
know that.
the guy is
ever
post Flow. Like Flow was it for years. Now it's the
she's
guy.
still doing it.
Yeah, but I think
Um,
it's more the guy
yeah,
more now.
but they have the oh my gosh, those commercials where it's like weird, just don't do this thing that your parents you obviously learned this from your parents. Um, those have been phenomenal.
I also really like, and I'm probably throwing this out on Rick's behalf, is the Allstate Mayhem commercials.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good series, not the best.
Good,
I really
good
like it.
series. They've fallen off.
Yeah.
They get repetitive for me.
For
It's
sure.
just yeah. I
I would
I'm
even put
I'm more dry humor, which is why I think I like the J.K. Simmons Farmers ones because
Bum,
he
ba-dum, bum,
makes a
bum, bum,
joke
bum.
without saying it's a joke. Like, hey, your car's in your roof. I think you're gonna need roofer's insurance. Like,
That's
as
true.
opposed to the mayhem guys, just like, hey, you crashed a car. You're an idiot. Something. I don't know.
I would even put
Rick's
out for
other
Rick
Bud Light,
the dilly yeah,
Bud
dilly
Light, Dilly
dilly.
Dilly, Real Men of
Um,
Oh,
Genius.
Bud Light, yeah.
Real man of genius.
Doritos has also had some weird ones.
Yeah, but so many of them are
But
centered around Super Bowl
yeah,
releases. I
Dorito. That's
felt
why I
like
didn't
they
pick them
kind
because
of
they're all Super Bowl really. And then Old Spice was another one I had.
Old
Yes.
Spices were good, but also a lot of
I'm
Super
on a
Bowl.
horse.
For me, that's why I went Dos Equis over like the Bud Light Dilly Dilly, only because I felt like it was the same guy, most interesting man in the world. It wasn't related to an event or anything. It
Mhm.
was just the brand.
I mean, we can talk about some of the old ones like the frogs, like the Bud. Why?
Why?
Zer.
Yeah.
Bud. What?
And then
Uh,
the Waza.
Why is that?
classic mid 2000s commercials. Okay, so I think our formal submissions are Farmers, Coca-Cola, and Geico. Which company has the best commercials?
I think I will give you Geico.
Yes. Give it.
I can't give you Geico, but if you guys go with it, it's fine. I also had Kool-Aid as a runner-up.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I
But
haven't seen a Kool-Aid commercial in. I think the
I did
last
think
Kool-Aid commercial I've seen was on Family Guy.
I
yeah,
did think
that
about
one.
the Capri Sun one where they turned into
Oh,
like
those were
The Silver
good.
Surfer,
the
basically.
Those were
Silver
so
Surfer.
good. Okay, well then I'm gonna
Um,
throw an oldie but a goodie out there that I kind of put to the side. Do you guys remember the Mentos commercials where they would be like
mhm.
the guy would be like sitting on a bench
The
and
Mentos twins.
yeah, or like the bench had just been painted and then he gets up and his suit's covered in paint, but then he has a Mentos and he's like, "Oh, it's fine. I have stripes on my suit now." And then, Mentos fresher, everything's
Yeah,
better
that
because
was very
Mentos.
like Friends era,
Oh,
It was
90s,
it was definitely
2000s.
90s. Yeah, yeah. Trying to go back to 90s.
a lot of these commercials would come on during a sleepover.
Truth.
Hey, real quick. You listening? Cool. Do me a favor. On your app, wherever you're listening to this podcast, there's a button to follow or subscribe or some sort of a notification type bell. Whatever you do, don't click them. Don't click those buttons. Don't do it. Or click it. Whatever it doesn't matter. Just fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just click it. It's cool. Just do whatever you want. Preach.
Gentlemen, our last topic this evening. What are the unwritten rules of the sleepover? And so when I thought of this, I was thinking of back to our time in high school / early college kind of sleepover. I don't think of this as much of a now mid-30s sleepover, and I also don't think of this as much of a uh you know 9 to 13-year-old sleepover. I'm not saying we can't do that, but when I thought of this, I'm just giving you my frame of reference for my answers. Mine was in like the 16 to 22 range, whatever you want to call that.
Well,
Personally,
let's
I
just
think
call it
they're
high school,
all the
college
same.
sleepovers. But
I don't think they're all the same
They are.
because some of mine are. I think
If we're accepting
ru-
alcohol out of it,
the
maybe I'll give
no,
you that.
no,
but
mine
the
aren't actually
broad
alcohol
rule,
based.
and then I do have an alcohol-based one. The broad rule stays, just how you get to that rule might be different based on ages, but the rule stays the same.
Maybe we'll get into it, but I
Oh,
wanted
we're
to give
gonna
you
get
guys
into it.
my frame of reference before I said mine because the first one I could think of, and this was when I think of sleepover, the first thing that comes to my mind is my inability to find an adequate blanket. And so my rule is, and I don't know if this is a rule or if this is just a nice to have or whatever you want to call it, but the host doesn't have to provide a blanket, but it's also really weird to bring your own. Like you shouldn't bring your own blanket to a sleepover.
Oh, you took this a very different direction than I
Yeah.
would have.
So that was that. I have lots of other directions to go, but that was when I thought sleepover. I went back to Rick's house and was like, the amount of times that I found just like a t-shirt, someone else's t-shirt, or like a styrofoam something just to like put on top of me to be a blanket, quote unquote. And I know Rick actually had blankets, but there were times where it's like, oh, Blake got one, Drew got the other. Those were the only two blankets. I'm not waking up his mom at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just gonna find this random backpack or bag that I have, and that's my blanket for tonight. So it's not the responsibility for the host to provide you with a blanket, but it's also like not cool to bring your own, would be my first rule that I'm submitting.
That's a confusing rule.
I know it
Mm.
is.
You went hard in the paint on this
Yes, I
one.
did. I'm just taking a big leap. Throwing it out there. We don't have to accept it as law right now, but that was my first. I'm coming out swinging.
So you want to go, Ben, or
Yeah. I mean, I've got a bunch of rules, but I'll throw one out there.
Start.
Uh, you must bring something, and I'm going to get more into this. I don't care if it's a snack. I don't care if it's a six-pack of soda, a bottle of vodka, or a video game system, but you have to bring something to the sleepover. It can be a fucking, paddle ball. I don't care. You have to show up with an addition to the sleepover
Can I make a
in one way,
small
shape, or form. You
small
can't just show
edit?
up empty-handed and say entertain me.
Small edit. Can we say something like must contribute something instead
What,
of bring? Because
so
like I might
like
show up to your house and then when we do the midnight Kroger run, I will buy the chips. I
yeah,
didn't initially,
then you
but
you
I
brought
didn't
money,
initially bring the chips. I didn't
but
bring
you
them.
bought them, so I'm counting that as,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
bring,
why I said
contribute, same
contribute.
thing.
Yeah.
everyone has something
Everyone,
to give?
if
Yes,
you
I
wake
like
up the
that.
next morning and go home and you didn't contribute or bring anything, you failed on that sleepover.
I'm struggling with this one because I know I'm thinking back, right? I'm not saying I didn't contribute because there's plenty of times where I did, but there were also plenty of times where I would show up at Nick's house and play Rock Band, fall asleep at his house, and then leave the next day. And so there wasn't like anything to contribute. So,
I feel like we could even
because I like this idea, I just want to make sure that it's
But
I
see,
feel like we could even
like
say
you
your
you were looking at,
company
yeah. Go
or
ahead.
your
I am bringing I'm bringing the good time, man.
yeah. That's a little bit of what I'm saying is like I'm bringing the good time or I'm bringing the not like
The vibes.
we're going over the top, but
But like, so
I'm contributing something as far as like my comedy or
or
my
I brought poker chips or a board game, or I brought a playlist and we're going to use my phone for music or
or
my
even
iPod
an
or whatever.
idea like we're gonna
I'm okay
play
with that. An idea
Yeah,
we're
is
gonna
I'm
play
the
fine.
idea guy.
Mafia
Yeah.
or
Sold.
something like that.
Honestly, Travis, that was you a lot, where you would come up with the ideas for games, like, but that was that was the role.
I am the idea guy. That's true.
So, but you brought the games because you brought the ideas for games.
Yeah, I'm okay
You didn't just show up and like entertain me. Like that wasn't you. You
as
didn't do
long
that.
as the rule for must contribute something is physical and metaphysical. I'm okay with
Sure.
that.
As
Then
long
we're
as you
good. Then
contributed and you didn't just sit back and be like, entertain me, I'm doing
yes.
nothing.
Okay, we're on the same page. I like that one.
Okay.
Drew, give me one.
So I want a little bit more like line by line for this one. Must have snacks.
The sleepover must include snacks.
Does not need to be like a full meal. I'm assuming we probably either order pizza or like Rick's mom has made us dinner or In our adult age, we've ordered takeout.
You can't say
Uh,
snacks then. We just
I
went over
said
this an hour ago.
I said
No,
must have
but
sustenance.
Sustenance or food.
even if we had a full meal, even if we like ate a banquet dinner, there must be snacks, like things
But
for people to just kind of like.
So if we have if we
but
have
we haven't
pizza, there must
defined
be chips.
we haven't defined as what is a snack is what Ben is saying. So for that reason, I'm going to say there must be sustenance.
Like if we
There
show up
must be.
and Rick's mom baked a giant brisket pot roast for us and that's all we had to eat the whole night, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
I would not be. I want that thing for people to be like, okay, I'm just gonna go open a bag of chips, and if I'm hungry afterwards, because I feel like there are so many with a sleepover, especially. I'm kind of thinking of like our last time when we went out, like 2 years ago over New Year's, um, having something in the fridge or on the counter to where like we had our meal, but at the end of the day, we've drank enough or just been awake enough
Okay.
to where I want to have like some chips, or I want to have some sort of thing that I'm going to be able to eat that's outside of I'm making dinner.
I'm going to leave it as sustenance because I don't necessarily
I'm
agree with the snack because I also don't think we've fully defined on what a snack is because there's a lot of different
I have a hard one
variables to
this one
that.
too, only
I don't
because
I
I'm
don't think we
fine
need
with
to.
showing up and having pizza. Like if I got pizza to pick out all night, or if I've got 12 cheeseburgers to pick out all night, like there's things that aren't
If I
snacks
got a
that I'd be
sack
fine
full
But
with.
from
then, but
Crystal, I
then,
don't need a
for
snack.
me, we have not defined this, but if we have had pizza like that was our meal, and like we were like, okay, this is dinner. If I 3 hours later, when we've been doing all the shit we've been doing, and like I'm gonna go grab a piece of cold pizza,
Yes.
that's a snack to me.
So future topic.
Next one I got first person asleep. You're a loser. You're just a loser at life. You lose in anything that is coming to you, you deserve.
Travis, can we cut the recording for just a second,
Nope.
or just make a note of this? It's usually obviously your wife.
She's not in the sleepover.
When we're together as
I don't
a
consider those sleepovers.
group, I do.
I don't consider
Whenever
I don't consider those sleepovers.
you don't consider any time we've been together, either in Nashville or for the holidays or anything like that, you
No,
don't
that's like
consider that
a group vacation.
but it's like we are sleeping over.
But you're in the high school college mindset for this, Travis.
Right.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm putting all of it.
I don't consider like if I got drunk at Ben's house and couldn't drive home, that's a sleepover. Right?
Hmm.
That's a
Poker night.
poker night. Yeah, that's a sleepover. If we're all getting together, we're staying at a cabin, that's not a sleepover. That's just like a friendly vacation. I
Or a
think
hostel vacation. You never know.
or it could be a hostel vacation. You're right, but it's not a sleepover. I think that's just a fun and sleeping just happens to be a part of it, not a central part. Like that's not a like. But I'm just saying the first person who's asleep at a sleepover is usually just the loser. They lose. And an actual like sleepover
Sad.
in my frame of reference. I'll say they lose the evening.
I don't disagree on that one.
I like the lose the evening.
Mhm.
That's a solid take right there. Like, you fell asleep first. We're still having fun.
I'm gonna throw one out there.
I'm gonna catch it.
Games
Ah!
must
Hit download.
be games.
Games.
Doesn't matter if it's electronic, doesn't matter if it's like cards, pool,
Email.
anything
Games.
that involves us, pitting ourselves against each other. Could be mafia, could
Competition.
be,
Competition.
yeah, could like anything there. We need to have that thing where we're like, this is what the evening is about.
I
I
like
like
that.
it. I'm good with it.
And
There needs to be a healthy level of competition of some sort, preferably in game form. I'm totally down for that.
Even if we make up our own game,
Yeah.
like that's, to me, with our group, like that is the thing. We're like,
Yeah.
we're making up fucking balloon hands, or
we made up a
we're
podcast about being just arguing. Like this
Did
is
you-
a game.
Okay, I like it, Drew. I like the competition aspect. Huge. That kind of played off my last one, which was, bring something to the table. So, for me, I am going to go the booze route, which is what we talked about in the intro. So, if you take booze from the host house, you have to replace it. And here's the caveat. If you're in your 20s and 30s, cash is fine. If you're home from college break, you got to figure out a way. If you took 6 blue moons from the host mom and dad, you got to replace those blue moons so they don't know. If you're 16, 17, 18, and you took some of the vodka from mom's liquor cabinet, you got to fill it with water so she doesn't know. You have to replace the liquor or the booze or whatever if you take it from the host house. That is a must for sleepover rules. You can't just find alcohol in the house and just leave it, because then the kid who was hosting is in trouble. So you
I
gotta,
like that.
yeah, either in
Mm.
trouble or is out money. So if you take stuff from the host house, you got to replace it in some way, no matter what age.
You originally said booze, but you're saying anything really. If you eat the entire pack of Oreos out of the rooster, you gotta buy a pack of Oreos the next day to
No,
replace.
no,
No?
I'm not saying that.
You're
Alcohol
just
only.
saying booze.
No, if you're hosting and there's a frozen pizza in your freezer, I'm gonna cook it. I'm not buying you another frozen pizza. Food is different. I'm talking booze.
Interesting.
Booze has its own rules.
Interesting.
Yeah. It
I agree with the booze.
especially because a lot of these types of events are BYOB. Bring your own stuff. So if you're going to drink from the host, you got to pay it forward. You got to
Yeah.
compensate the host, but not
I I
with frozen pizzas
agree.
and Oreos.
I agree with the booze for sure. Like find a way to replace the booze for sure. I wanted to expand it to literally anything that you take from the host you need to replace. And you're saying no, and that's where we have contention, which we can come back to, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. Because I agree with the booze. We can keep that as is. Anything else we'll come back to. I guess
Okay.
it's my turn since we're kind of round robining this. This is more of a mindset. I don't know if it's a rule and if it's just a mindset, and I'll go to the next one, but calories don't exist. Sleepover is like a vacation. Like calories
Mm.
don't exist.
Yeah.
You just do it.
We're not watching any of that.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Okay.
don't even have to expand on that. I agreed.
No, it's a good one.
That's a solid one.
The other one I had, just to throw it out there, if you have a problem with whatever is playing, you have to go turn it off. If so, this harkens back
Talking
to
music.
or the movie that everyone falls asleep to, and I wake up to the same part of
Walking
yeah,
Tall.
Walking Tall, and
or-
it's the same thing. Or if it's just the Mario Kart,
Oh yeah.
just like
Mm,
if
mhm,
you
mhm.
and if I'm laying, if
Yeah.
Rick's already passed out, I'm like, all right, guys, I'm going to bed. And Ben, you and Drew are playing Mario Kart still, and you decide, you know what? I'm going to bed too, but I just finished the race and I don't care that the music's going. I'm just gonna go to sleep with it on. And Drew, you do the same thing, but it's bothering me. It's not your fault that it's on. It's on me. At that point, I have to go. If I'm worried about it, if I'm mad about it, it's on me to go. It's not anyone else's problem. If it's like 4 a.m. and everyone else is asleep and it's bothering me, it's on me to go turn it off. It's not your fault. It's not the person. It's not the person who just played it to turn it off. It's just the person who is annoyed by its responsibility to turn it off.
I like that rule. That's a
Mhm.
great rule.
Yeah. Any other ones we want to add? Because I have a couple more, but
I do. I have one.
Go.
Cuddling is not mandatory, but encouraged.
Oh,
If we have the space to do it, where we can all be in the same bed at the same time, that's something that I would like to encourage. But obviously, with the way our lives are right now, with significant others and things like that. But if we can all sleep in the same bed, I'm here for it.
honestly, the significant others is not the part to me, and this is something that Rebecca and I talked about that I realized that I had is and I'm glad you said encourage because I want to do the cuddling part of everything, but I get touch fatigue. I
Hmm.
get if I'm like I'm getting it right now just standing up. Like I want to take off all my clothes. I'm ready to go to bed. Like I'm just things that are
You're standing right now?
I'm about
Yeah.
to do this too.
Yeah, the whole studio is set up to be a standing studio. I have sat down at some point, but I moved back to standing. So I'm glad you said encouraged because I think that it should be something that is championed and uh, advertised and promoted. But at the same time, at some point, if you don't want to cuddle anymore, that's fine too.
Yeah. You move to a couch or you move to
The floor, the pool table.
anything.
Don't sleep on a
Like,
pool table. I've made that mistake. Don't do it.
it's
Mm,
very hard.
It's
It's
not
hard.
good. I like a hard surface that's too hard.
yeah, it's not great.
And you get the pool balls just all up
In
in
your
there.
ass.
Haven't done that. Threw them in the
Oh.
pockets before I went to sleep, but
I'm gonna read the ones we have. If there's any, I think we have like 10-ish. So if there's any that you're just like, that's not a rule, let me know. If not, these will all be the rules. You must contribute something. Every sleepover must have some sort of substance. If you fall asleep first, you lose the evening. The host is not required to give you a blanket, but you also can't bring your own. There has to be some sort of game or competition or something happening,
stimulating activity.
stimulating activity. Um, if you have to replace any booze that you take in whatever way is appropriate to your age level. Calories are not a thing. If you're going to have a problem with the noise, it's your responsibility to turn off the noise. Cuddling is encouraged.
I like it.
That's a solid sleepover.
I'm here for that sleepover.
Yeah.
I'm
Invite me.
right there. Speaking of sleepovers, we're about to sleep over at this bar because it's closing. Wait, it's time for last call. All right, gentlemen, for last call, we have a classic Would You Rather. I'm going to go Andrew and then Ben. Drew, would you rather have high heels super glued to your feet or a fedora super glued to your head?
High heels.
Ben.
I could create a fun persona around the fedora. High heels would fucking destroy me. So,
Yep.
fedora.
Fair enough. Drew, would you rather spend a week in the body of a dolphin or spend the week in the body of a lion?
Ooh.
I like this one.
Oh.
I do too. I kind of want both. Let's go dolphin.
Yeah, dolphin sounds more fun. I don't want to be in the body of a murderer.
I mean, You haven't seen the dolphin documentaries.
Dolphins can murder.
They are very good. They are very adept.
Yeah,
at
but
murdering.
they're also very acrobatic, which I am not. So let's do it.
So are lions. But anyway, Drew,
Nice.
would you rather meet someone from a dating app and discover they lied about their height, or meet someone from a dating app and discover they lied about their age?
My gosh, there's so much there.
Height, for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna go with height. I'm good with many
Height makes
heights.
the most sense because
I'm good with many heights.
Yeah.
I'm
the
good with
two.
many ages too, but
That's a very.
I'm good with
easy-
more heights
easy.
than ages. Yeah.
Drew, would you rather have hair extensions down to your feet, or have
Yeah.
fake nails that are at least 6 inches long?
Hair.
Oh,
for
that
sure.
gross.
Ben, long hair, long nails.
I don't like any of them. Fuck. I guess hair.
Yeah, as an IT professional, I need long hair because I wouldn't be able to type with long nails. Drew, would you rather be able to walk on water or be able to turn anything into water?
Ooh. Walk on water, I think.
Okay. Ben?
I don't need to walk more. I mean, I walk enough on land, so I'll turn things into water. That's fine.
No, fair enough. Drew, would you rather kiss your crush after not brushing your teeth for a week, or no, you won't kiss them at all for the next year?
Kiss with the no brushing.
See, if you kiss them with the no brushing, they may not ever want to kiss you again. So you're fucked for a year anyways. So I'll wait the year.
Job.
Fair enough. A couple more. Drew, would you rather end every day by taking a bath in a tub filled with warm cottage cheese, or start every day by drinking a mug full of hot sauce?
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
specific.
I'll take the bath
The bath of
any day.
cottage cheese at the end of every
yeah.
day.
because I can eat that.
Oh, give me the hot sauce, dude. That would jolt me. Oh, I
Yeah.
love hot sauce. I'm in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drew,
I do
would
too,
you,
but holy fuck.
Drew, would you rather be able to change your haircut just by thinking about it, or be able to change your eye color at will?
Oh,
This is a cool one. I like this one.
that is a real good one. I think eye color
Cerebral.
would be really fun to fuck with people.
Yeah, I would go hair. Different things you're doing require different hairstyles. So I would
Yeah.
be hair. I want to change it on the fly.
Yeah, fair enough. Last one, Drew. Would you rather spend your entire wedding budget on an open bar or on the catering?
Food or booze? That's a hard one for us.
Your booze.
In the context of a wedding. In the context of a wedding.
That doesn't make it easier.
No, I was trying to make it harder.
I think
You bring other people into it.
I think food.
I think food too. You can get drunk.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can get
Yeah,
drunk
you
off
can
of
get drunk on
everything.
anything. Like this, like the quality. At a wedding.
Quality of the food is important.
At a wedding, the quality of the booze is not my main concern. I need to make sure that people have eaten.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
Fair enough.
Agreed. Food.
All right, gentlemen. We are now getting kicked out of the bar. For those of you who are still listening, this is
I don't want to.
another episode of
I don't want to go.
the Bar Banter podcast.
I
You
don't
can find
wanna
us on all the
go
social
from
medias
the
at
bar.
_bar
No,
banter. New episodes
Travis,
every Wednesday.
I'm late
Make sure you
time.
like and subscribe.
Travis.
Click that notification bell, bruh.
Travis,
Do that thing where you
are we
like,
going back
like,
to?
like and subscribe.
We're
do
gonna
that
have
thing.
a sleepover.
Yeah, if you want, you just sleep over
Yeah,
here. I got a room for you.
I'm gonna drive like the 10
Don't
minutes
do
to
that.
your
We got a
house.
buddy. We got a person who used to know who did that.
I'm
Don't
gonna
drink and
do
drive.
it.
That's a bad idea. Get yourself an Uber
Oh
or
yeah,
a Lyft.
that guy.
That guy.
What was that guy's name?
I don't know anymore. Did I hit everything? Oh, link in the description. Click that, and you can support the podcast so we can buy Ubers so we don't have to drink and drive. Just remember, this is our podcast,
And we love you.
And you're just
and you're just along for the ride.
Oh, that's it.